Welcome to Espiritu Pro Wrestling Dojo here in IWTV on the second time that we are doing no actors, wrestlers. In this match, we're gonna see Justin Cotto against Action Jackson. After the first match, this is a rematch to what is considered by many one of the greatest matches in Espiritu Pro Wrestling Dojo history. And we begin here. The crowd is excited. This is the first time that we are in this particular center. This is not the regular Espiritu Pro Wrestling Dojo. This is actually the 24 Marketplace, a place that I have seen wrestling quite a bit in the last few years. After Hurricane Maria, it has been a great spot. People love it, and we are starting in here. These two wrestlers know each other so well. The first match proven that they really know exactly what weaknesses they are, and they have amazing athleticism. As you can see here, they're moving around, speeding through the ring, leapfrogging each other, but we see that Action Jackson is able to catch him into a crucifix only for a 2 count. He's trying to catch him back, but Justin Cotto catch him on a surfboard, trying to leapfrog. He catches it on a fireman's carrier, but it goes through a roll-up. They are going 200 miles an hour. Stop the cutter. Going both for a lariat at the same time. Both of them hitting each other with a big boot to the jaw. Action Jackson just stands up. It seems like he was going to fight, but he was able to pull himself. He was put down again. Tried to hit again Justin Cotto. Justin Cotto grabs him on a head scissors, putting him into the fireman's carrier and hits him with that forearm. A kick to the stomach. Back to the jaw. They are going so fast, trying to overwhelm each other, trying to use their athleticism and the speed to get a victory over one another, but they seem to be pretty similarly matched in this category. They seem to be just as fast, just as athletic, just as precise as in his movement as one another, which is incredible. Justin Cotto have always been considered one of the best high flyers in the business of Puerto Rico, and seeing just Action Jackson just match him move for move, it's absolutely a beauty to behold. As we can see, he was able to finally get that advantage, hitting him with the missile dropkick from the top rope, and just attacking the leg of Justin Cotto. By attacking the leg, he's really putting Justin Cotto, slowing him down. How I said, both of them are really matched in the speed category and the athleticism category. So Action Jackson, hurting his leg, is able to bring his speed down a peg and then taking the advantage over there. It's a very smart move from Action Jackson at this point. Attacking the leg, just taking a lot of the high-flying arsenal from Justin Cotto, putting all the advantage on himself, being able to control the pace of the match, slowing it down, and going into something that he feels he's more comfortable with, which it would be a more slower pace, submission type matchup that maybe Justin Cotto is not that used to. Just twisting the knee, twisting the ankle, really going for that leg. Another thing that you have to mention is that Justin Cotto has a history of injuries in his career, from his midsection to his knee. So Action Jackson taking advantage of those injuries and making sure to grind him down it's a very smart move, and it really shows how Action Jackson does. He might not have wrestler a lot in Puerto Rico, but he really has an international experience that cannot be underestimated. He is someone who has so much knowledge in the wrestling world at this point. He has so much experience, and you can see him applying it here by hurting the knee of, just aiming at that knee of Justin Cotto, hitting it over and over, moving around and able to catch it. Even with the speed that Cotto moves, he's still able to catch that knee no matter where he is. And now he's just applying that half crab into the leg of Justin Cotto, just hurting it and twisting it, making sure that all of this high-speed arsenal is completely neutralized. And now making fun of him, the amount of confidence that Action Jackson is showing in this match. Showing that he's not afraid, that he already beat him once. Action Jackson won the first match. He feels like he has his number. He feels he knows how to control the matchup. He knows what type of moves Justin Cotto is able to bring. He just feels so certain that he will get the victory in this particular match. Wicked chop from Justin Cotto. Justin Cotto not giving up, trying to hit back at Action Jackson, who has just taken the control of this matchup. Hitting him with a closed fist over and over. And oh my god, hit him right on the back of the knee, bringing him down. He is not going into a slugfest with this man. He is not up to that. He is just going to take the shortcut if it needs to be, just immediately shutting down all movability from Justin Cotto. But Justin Cotto is able to respond. Wicked tornado DDT. Using the force of Action Jackson to be able to hit that DDT. He did not use the impulse of his leg. He actually used the same impulse that Action Jackson was trying to do a maneuver to him, and was able to revert it into that DDT. It seems like Justin Cotto is searching for different options now that he doesn't have his leg available to him. Still able to move through the ring like a madman, moving his body with his core, just complete control, but Action Jackson is able to stop him with that kick. And just reverse with that Spanish fly in the middle of the ring. Justin Cotto is not out of this match yet. Oh my god, it seems like Justin Cotto is about to do a tope con giro from the top of it's just a tope, but from the ring to the cement outside, not caring about his knee, just running top speed right into Action Jackson. It seems like Justin Cotto is wanting to end this match as fast as possible. He knows his knee is a ticking clock right now, so he's deciding to start just rushing this match to its finale, going for a 450, but he falls in his feet and hurting his knee even more. Action Jackson is trying to take advantage from it, but is not able. Kicking him out of the ring into the outside. Going for the kick. Justin Cotto able to stop him, slamming his face on the canvas. People cheering on to Justin Dynamite. They really want to see him win this matchup, be able to regain that control putting him for a DDT. He's gonna DDT him right into the edge of the ring apron, but he's able to stop him and finally able to kick him on the chest right now. Oh my god, from the second rope, going for the beautiful moonsault to the outside, bringing down Justin Cotto. This might be it. People on their feet screaming, this is wrestling. Bringing him into the ring. Going for the suplex in the middle of the rings, going for the count, and he just goes to 2, but he immediately captures the knee. He knows exactly where to go with that ankle lock, just doing as much damage as he can to that leg. He's on the middle of the ring. He does not have easy access to the rope. He's about to tap out to this ankle lock. He's just twisting that ankle, just stretching the knee, trying to hurt it as much as possible. If he is able to escape, the damage may be too much and he will not be able to recover. The pain must be ceasing. That knee has been hurt before, and now he's just feeling the pain, but he's able to get to the rope. This match is not over, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd trying to lift up Justin Cotto right now, just cheering him on, trying to make him stand up, to keep on fighting. But right now it looks pretty grim for him. He's barely able to stand up. The pain in the knee, it must be absolutely horrendous. He's able to escape. Oh my god, right into the edge of the ring apron, just slamming his head on it, being able to scurry away, dodge the move that Action Jackson was trying to do, and then just slamming his head. Now he's in a great position. Is he going for his 450? He's going for a corkscrew, hitting him right in the middle of the ring. He could recover this match, but is Action Jackson able to escape. The longer this match goes, the more this knee is gonna be a problem, and the more this match could be over and be a second victory of Action Jackson over Justin Cotto. Hitting him in the head. Now they're trading in blows in here. Both of them gassed out. As you can see, Action Jackson has received a lot of punishment now. With that hit on the head to the ring apron, he must be dizzy. So both are in a huge disadvantage. Justin Cotto with the hurt knee, just trying to hit each other as hard as they can. Just slugging with forearm after forearm after forearm, trying to bring themselves down. Oh, Jesus Christ, that elbow right to the jaw, a kick from Justin Cotto, a knee just going back and forth, one after the other. A combination of kicks, shades of Mike Mendoza, but he's able to dodge into an enziguri right and kick to the back. Showing those shades of Mecha Wolf, the match that we will be seeing as in our main event of this evening, in which Mecha Wolf is going to be wrestling Manú for the title. Mecha Wolf, one of the teachers of Action Jackson. An inspiration to Action Jackson, who has been able to get experience on Japan, on the United States. Beautiful Canadian destroyer out of nowhere. He is able to apply the cutter. This may be it. He's right in position. He's going to the top rope, hitting him with that beautiful It's a 3 count, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Cotto with that press, he was able to win this match. Coming down from the bottom, being able to survive the onslaught that Action Jackson was going for the knee and picking up the victory. Now they are 1-1 against each other. This may be one of the greatest matchups in Spiritual Pro Wrestling Dojo history, as these two already have given it all to each other. This is the second match, and Justin Cotto was able not only to survive but to get that clean victory over Action Jackson. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special announcement from Jaime Espinal. Our silver medalist wants to say a couple of words to the Espiritu Pro Wrestling Dojo crowd. We will see what he has to say, but he's immediately interrupted by Chris Mendoza. Chris Mendoza and Jaime Espinal over here have had huge issues. From the beginning, Chris Mendoza, previously known as El Gentil, was unmasked, and now he has changes his attitude completely, being far more aggressive. He really does not respect Jaime. You think you call the shots here because you have a few likes in Facebook? You can come here and do whatever you want, huh? Look, I know we started on the wrong foot, but you and I don't like each other, but I like to give second chances. I give second chances. Let's do this. We're not gonna fight anymore. Join me. And that way, I don't have to call the person that is backstage, that is ready to kick your ass. Right now, he's talking about the giant Mr. Big, who already said and threatened Jaime Espinal. Quiet, quiet. Now, right now, I'm speaking. Do you want to join me? Are you crazy? I'm ready to wrestle anybody. Bring whoever you have backstage and tell me what's up. You shut my mic down, you interrupt me. What is your problem? Here comes the gigantic 6'8", more than 350-pound, gigantic mass of a man. Previously WWC champion, IWA champion, truly a legend in Puerto Rico. A massive, gigantic, just mountain of a man, just clobbering his back. Just huge clobbering blows, bringing Jaime Espinal down, just crushing him with a devastating power bomb in the middle of the ring. Welcome to wrestling. says Mr. Big. Just put him into the choke slam. Lifting him up 7 feet in the air and slamming him down in the canvas. Absolute annihilation. Chris Mendoza just recalking to Jaime Espinal, welcome to professional wrestling. Here comes Hijo del Enigma, here comes JC Navarro, here comes Natalia Perez to protect Jaime Espinal, just threatening the giant with a chair. Jaime. Welcome to Puerto Rican professional wrestling. Jaime Espinal is going to wrestle Mr. Big on our next show. So stay tuned for that. Mr. Big is a huge legend in Puerto Rico. Just destroyed some of the biggest legends in the business. One of the most dangerous men in here. Now for our final match, for our main event, Manú wants to get that title back. One of the longest reigning APW champions. It's about to wrestle Mecha Wolf, the reigning champion of Espiritu Pro Wrestling Dojo, one of the biggest legends in Puerto Rico, considered arguably one of the greatest wrestlers, not of this era, of all time. Here we see Mecha Wolf just lifting the title of Espiritu Pro Wrestling Dojo. We see our special guest referee, Ismael Mendoza. Mecha Wolf just hitting Manú with the belt before the bells even rang. Disrespecting Espiritu Pro Wrestling Dojo. Disrespecting his opponent. Just wanting to get it over with. Mike Mendoza just yelling at me. Just yelling at Mecha Wolf. Telling him this is not how things are done here. Mecha Wolf wanting Mike Mendoza to ring the bell. Just telling him to ring the bell. That he's ready to fight. If he rings the bell, it could be done for Manú. But if he doesn't ring the bell, the match is called off, and Manú will not be able to gain that champion. This is the thing. Mike Mendoza, Manú is one of his star students. This means a lot to Manú. Manú being able to beat Mecha Wolf and regain that belt will be the biggest victory of his career, and it will bring the Espiritu Pro Wrestling Dojo back home to one of the best wrestlers. He knows he cannot just leave this be. But it may be end very quickly. But Manú, even though that hit put him dizzy, even though that hit is making him bleed, he's not down for the count, taking down the strap, yelling at Mecha Wolf, telling him he's not going to be brought down that easily. Mecha Wolf did not expect that he was going for a fight. He did not expect that he was going to get a challenge. He was expecting to get the easy way out. Hit him with a belt, doing a fast 3 count, get away, go back home. But no, Manú is not so easily brought down, going face to face against the Wolf, hitting him over and over in his face with those wicked blows, slamming him into the canvas, missile rocket, throwing him outside. He is in a bad position. Going for a tope. Just throwing himself. He just falls into the chair. He is getting way more than he was expecting. It seems like Mega Wolf bit a little bit more than he could chew. He did not expect the rage of Manú to be unleashed upon him. Mega Wolf going for a tope con Hiro. It seems this is serious business. We are seeing the wolf, the legendary wolf that have won so many championships across the world. If he was not taking him seriously then, Mecha Wolf is taking Manú seriously now. He's going for that wound like a shark smelling blood, trying to opening up that wound, using his advantage, just hurting Manú, going over and over to the gaping wound, just putting his finger on it. Mike Mendoza trying to remind him to not use a closed fist, but it seems like 450 doesn't care. It already shows that Mike Mendoza was able to ring the bell because he really wants Manú to prove himself and to win that belt, meaning that Mike Mendoza is not wanting to disqualify this match. He's not counting the outside. He is not calling out or disqualifying 450 for literally putting his eyes, his fingers on his wound using closed fists. It seems like Mike Mendoza right now has his hands tied into his back right now. He can only watch and hope that Manú is able to win this match, but right now it's looking very grim. It seems like Mecha Wolf planned this out perfectly to give himself the best advantage to have this victory. We see Mecha Wolf just taunting the audience, taunting the cameras, feeling that this is a match, that it's just a matter of time. He was trying to fake him out, but Manú was able to caught him, just slamming his lower back into the canvas, hitting him repeatedly and just hitting him with those chops, hitting him into the back of his neck. And now putting the chairs to throw Mecha Wolf in them. One of them hitting him with a drink right into his head. One of Manú's specialty is to brawl to the outside, just beating you down, especially aiming at that lower back. So then you're very exposed to his camel clutch that has been able to make so many people pass out. Mecha Wolf is able to reverse the maneuver, hitting him into the chairs with that suplex. People are screaming wrestling right now. It seems like Mecha Wolf is piling on the chairs right now. Just doing a pile of chairs, one after the other. It seems like he wants to hurt Manú as badly as possible right now. Just devastating chops. Mike Mendoza is really worried about the health of Manú right now. He feels so powerless right now, as Manú as clearly for Mecha Wolf does not care at all of the rules of this match. He wants to go all around the venue, throwing him into the chairs, but he's able to get caught by Manú. Manú belly to the pile of chairs. The crowd is screaming, this is wrestling. Seeing Manú just devastatingly hurting Mecha Wolf into such a way, this could be the opening for Manú to get that belt, to get that title, to win that championship, to get that victory that he has worked so hard for. All the years of experience have culminated into one of the biggest matches of his career right now. Mike Mendoza is counting them out. They have to get to the ring before the count reaches 0. This would be very disappointing both for Mike Mendoza, both for Manú, and even Mecha Wolf if this ends into a double countout. Both of them just rushing themselves into the ring, and they're able to hit at the exact same time. The rage, the look, they're both looking at each other with so much hatred. Just punching each other in. One of them doing the forearm, the other one hitting the wound, trying to open it up over and over, grinding themselves down. Just chopping themselves over and over and over again. Huge hit from the Mecha Wolf. Mecha Wolf howling, able to reverse, hitting him with a forearm in the middle of the ring. Preparing himself, throwing himself into Mecha Wolf, hitting him with a forearm, going back again and hitting him again. Just a fist to the jaw. Mecha Wolf falling down, going for the Michinoku driver, and only a 2 count. He is doing the signal, going for the camel clutch, hitting the lower back of 450, going for that camel clutch, 450. I'm sorry, Mecha Wolf now, formerly known as 450, is just trying to protect himself as much as possible, clobbering blows to the jaw, just squeezing, going for it, just putting him into that sleeper hold. Mecha Wolf is able to get up right now, just hitting him over and over to the jaw. Was able to escape the camel clutch, knowing that that could have ended the match right there. 450 hitting him with that enziguri right into the temple. And only a 2 count. Manú surviving this matchup. Still alive. Still in this fight. There's the crowd just screaming Manú. They're really wanting Manú to get up, to fight, to wrestler, to be able to get that belt He put him into the fireman's carrier. He seems to was going for the GTS. Just taunting Mike Mendoza, but he's able to get caught into the camel clutch. He's not able to put him fully. He has one arm out, being able to relieve a little bit of the pressure, but it still seems to hurt like hell. He's about to tap out. He's really going for the bottom rope, trying to escape. You can see how he's being stretched right now. He's losing air, but he's able. Manú is really desperate. Manú is angry that he was not able to put down Mecha Wolf right here and there with that camel clutch. It has finished so many people off. He knows it was his ticket to victory, but 450 was able to escape. Trying to grab it for Mecha Wolf is able to get up and reverse it. Wicked German suplex with a bridge. And going back to the camel clutch. It's tight. It's put in. It's in the middle of the ring. This could be over. This is the moment. Manú will take this match. It seems like Mecha Wolf have just fainted. He's fainting. He's losing air. You can see that he's barely wake up. I'm losing my voice over here. He hasn't tapped out. He's not gone. He's able to reverse. 1, 2. And just a 2 count. .450 going with a pop-up power bomb, putting him into position for a wicked knee to the head and going back for a 3 count and 2.99999 in this one. Manú surviving by the skin of his teeth. Such a close match. Both of them hitting each other with all of what they have. Just blow after blow, move after move, wanting to bring themselves down. But they're not able to get this victory. He's going for his legendary 450 splat. The 450 splat that have given the WWC champion. The 450 splat that have given the WWL champion. The 450 splat that gave him every single title in this business. But he's able to block that move and searching for a superplex from the top rope. The lower back is very hurt right now of Mecha Wolf after surviving not 1 but 2 camel clutch from Manú. And Manú bringing him down with a belly to belly from the top rope. He needs to get to him. He needs to get that count if he wants to win this match. He's trying to crawl to Mecha Wolf, but he's not able. Both of them are completely wasted right now. The damage that they have received has been too much. They can barely stand up. It is a 6. It may end on a draw, on a double count out. This may go to a draw. It's so close. But a draw here is unacceptable. None of these warriors will accept that. Right now, hitting each other with everything that they got. Lariat after lariat to the chest. He takes down the knee pad. Knee to the jaw. Without the knee pad, just full knee to the jaw. 1, 2, and it's still not done. You will need to put a nuclear bomb if you want to take him down. The crowd is screaming wrestling right now, knowing that these two gladiators are leaving everything on that ring tonight. This is no actors, this is wrestlers. Going for a half suplex, he goes into his feet, pop-up powerbomb, and it's able to kick out that pop-up sit-down powerbomb. He's just shocked. He doesn't know what to do now. 2 camel clutches, a sit-down pop-up powerbomb that have given him the title before. None of them half work. Nothing half work. Nothing. He is bringing 450 down. Manú preparing himself. He missed. He catches them into a fireman's carrier. And he purposely hit Mike Mendoza right now and hit him with a go to sleep and then a hit right to the back. But there is nobody to count to 3 right now. 450 just hit Mike Mendoza in the face and now he's not able to get that count. I don't think Mecha Wolf is very happy about this. Mecha Wolf is pissed right now, getting into the face of Mike Mendoza. Mecha Wolf saying that it was an accident, but we can clearly see that it was not. Just the disrespect, the hatred that Mecha Wolf has for Mike Mendoza. He just feels like all this time Mecha Wolf feels like Mike Mendoza have created an empire and have kind of deleted his name from professional wrestling, and he's trying to prove to everybody. STO into the middle of the ring. It's right in position. He's going for the 450 splash. Nowhere to go. KO'd right in position for the 450 splash to be applied. He knows this is over. He's looking at Mendoza, knowing that this is the end. Just telling him, this is your student. I am bringing him down. I'm bringing down your legacy. I'm bringing down the empire you have created. I'm bringing down your name. And I want you to see this. Going for the 450, just applied. Fully. Just telling him to do the count. Humiliating Mike Mendoza, as Mike Mendoza had to hit the 3 count. 1, 2, and he kicks out. Manú kicks out. Manú kicks out from the 450. He's not out. The crowd screaming, just yelling at the top of their lungs, Manú. .450 going to the top rope, wanting to use the leverage of the top rope to do more damage to. And he starts biting that wound, taking him out. He's not able to do any superplex. No more belly to belly from the top rope. He's going for, and he just catch him on a sit-down powerbomb, and this is it. Manú has taken the victory. Manú is the new Spiritu Pro Wrestling Dojo champion. Kneeling down, giving the belt, giving the crown to the new king of Espiritu Pro Wrestling Dojo. We see Mecha Wolf just completely defeated. He did not expect this. Well, for him, a novice. For him, just a means to an end. For him, Manú was just a tool for him to humiliate Mike Mendoza. He wanted Mike Mendoza. He came for the dojo for Mike Mendoza. But Manú just was able to bring to the distance and actually defeat the Wolf